Hey y'all, I'm Hope at Crafty Hope and welcome. It is day 7. Oh my gosh, a whole week in of the Ugly Art Club's 5-minute challenge. So this means we're halfway through. There's only 7 more days of it. If you don't know about the Ugly Art Club's 5-minute challenge, it's exactly what it sounds like. Create for 5 minutes a day and just, have fun. It's kind of a creative warm up, some way to just get some creativity and some art in your day. This time around, they have given us prompts, and today's prompt is botanical. So I kind of woke up with an idea that we're going to roll with. I have information about the challenge and the founders and the Ugly Art Club below, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Now, the image I had in my head when I got up, first off, was a bunch of collage, just random papers. So that's what I'm starting with. And y'all, that's what I start with a lot of my junk journaling and art journaling is collage. I like the meditative, repetitive nature of gluing some papers down. So that's what I'm doing. But for the botanical theme, I don't know, I kept thinking I could do anything. I mean, I could draw some kind of leafy or flowery thing. I could use a wonky bit that I've got. But something hit me in the back of the head when I woke up this morning that I've got a dried up fern that I want to maybe use in some way. So that's what I'm going to use for my botanical. So I've got my collage here, and then I grabbed that Distress Oxide spray in cracked pistachio. And I don't know why. I really didn't want another green on here, knowing I was going to put green on here, but it was on my desk from yesterday. And so I thought, okay, well, we'll just put it in here. So I've sprayed it. It's kind of gooky wet. I did blot it. You see a little. And then I wanted some movement. So I've grabbed my Stabilo All Pencil in Graphite. It really just kind of looks like a pencil. And I'm moving it around through that cracked pistachio. And I wanted some coffee. And I'll admit to you now, I kind of wish I'd put the coffee down before the cracked pistachio because I wanted it maybe to paint it on there and get some of the I don't know, pick up some of those papers a little bit more. But it's okay. I'm going to splatter. I love my splatter. It works. And I'm stopping my timer here. This is what eats up a bunch of my time, y'all, is the drying. But there's no way I can work with that wetness. So I stopped my timer. I dried it. I've got just under 3 minutes left. And I'm going to try to bring in this piece of dried up fern. Now, I use these ferns when I take my jewelry pictures for my Etsy shop, and I just keep a fern or two in my craft room when I take the pictures, and then they dry up like this, and a lot of times I just throw them back out in the yard. But this one hadn't got made it out to the yard yet, so it's going in smart. So as you saw, I took just some matte gel medium, spread it straight onto my page with a cheap spatula, and now I'm spreading it on top. Now, this is probably not the best way to put a piece of natural element in your art or junk journal because it is gloopy and gunky, and and of course I've got 5 minutes, so I'm trying to rush about it, so it's not the greatest, but it adds like a ton of texture. You'll see in the pictures at the end how much texture it gets in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop my timer again, I think. Yep, with a minute and a half to go, and I'm going to go ahead and try to dry this. And it's like I said, it's not the best, but it's kind of a neat element. So there, it's drier, and I've got these stickers. I don't even know what they are, and found the phrase. What does it say? Enjoy simple pleasures, which I thought, for me, the outside and being outside and taking pictures. I mean, if you go look at my Instagram, half of it's outdoors pictures and the other half is jewelry and mixed media art. So it's simple pleasures to me is being outside. So I get that stuck down, and I realize I still have a little bit of time, like I don't even know, like 30 seconds or something. So sitting up in my oh no, I decided I wanted some black on here. I don't even know how much time I've got. So I'm just going to make some dots with this Sharpie paint pen kind of around on here just to get a little bit of darkness on here. I needed some kind of contrast because we've got that green on green going on with brown and brown, and I needed something else. So I'm going to make these dots. I realize I still have time, so I'm like, oh, I'll just keep making dots. But then I realize I have 30 seconds there. So in my pin cushion, I have a needle threaded with some really pretty green embroidery floss that I decide to go ahead and just maybe sew it underneath this phrase to give it a little more texture. And I'm gonna get, y'all, you see I didn't even tie a knot in the back. I'm gonna stick some masking tape over the top of that to secure it. But I'm gonna get 2 stitches here and then 1 back up the front, and there you see my timer goes off. So I thought maybe I'd finish up that last stitch. Did I start to? Nope, I started to, yeah, and my needle came unthreaded. So I thought, all right, well, I'm just going to trim it here. And then I'll separate the threads. And I think this is what ate up the last. You see how long this video is when it should only be a little over 5 minutes. But I separate the threads here so that I can just tie a couple of quick knots to secure this in the front. So, and y'all, again, it feels like to me that I am rushing when I do this, but when I've got it, and because I've got this in real time, but looking at it, I'm like, man, I was taking my sweet time doing this. So I'm going to look at it for a minute, go ahead and secure the back of this before I go any further. And then I think I'm going to trim the threads in the front just a little bit, and then I'm done. Oh, I'll also, yeah, stick down that sticker because it did not want to stick. And then I'm done. I've got some pictures of this at the end. Let me know what you think. Are you playing along with this? If you like this, make sure to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and come back tomorrow and see what I've got. And y'all, I've got more than 5-minute stuff. I've got an assemblage video I put up this morning, and there's some jewelry videos mixed in too. So, explore my channel. Have fun with it. All right, y'all, I will see y'all later. Bye.